When I look at the world now compared to just a few months ago, I can't help but feel that we're on the brink of something extraordinary. It's like we're beginning to witness how hopes can blossom, fears can wane, and our social lives can inch back to something resembling normal. Reflecting on the ongoing efforts against COVID-19, it's evident that as long as we persist in working together, the future shines brilliantly.
Wow. That's such an optimistic perspective. So what do you think are some of the key advantages that people might not even realize are happening? I mean, are there real benefits to all of this?
Absolutely. There are a multitude of potential benefits that have emerged from this crisis, some of which may surprise you. For instance, one significant advantage is the restoration of hope and confidence within our communities. We've had to adapt, but the sheer resilience of the masses is inspiring. It's reminiscent of playing a video game where you unlock a new level of skills. It reveals new possibilities.
I can totally relate to that video game analogy. But could you share an example of how people's confidence is actually improving?
Sure. Think about how communities have come together to support one another. Neighbors who may not have even exchanged pleasantries are now sharing meals, helping local businesses, or running errands for those who can't step outside. It's like this radical transformation in social dynamics, a kind of unexpected community-building exercise that's been thrust upon us.
Wow, so it's like an unintentional social experiment. Laughs. What about social life, though? How has that changed in a more, tangible way?
Great question. We've developed new approaches to social and public engagement that foster a deeper respect and care for one another. For example, wearing masks has morphed into a symbol of solidarity rather than simply a restriction. It's akin to a universal handshake that says, "I care about your health."
Right, that's such an interesting perspective. Do you think that's something that will actually stick around even after the pandemic?
Definitely. New habits often take a while to fade. If businesses can adapt and thrive by embracing technology, like virtual meetings and remote work, we can redefine how public interactions occur even in the future. It's like, as much as we crave the old ways, these advanced...
Hey, Crystal Rosas here. I'm always hunting for my next fitness obsession, and I just found it. F45 Training. F45 Training? It's so different. It's a place where everyone's welcome, no matter where you are in your fitness journey. Plus, you get to keep fit with the team. So you've got people cheering you on and keeping you motivated. To try 5 classes for just $49. Visit F45NYC.com. F45 Training. Change your life in just 45 minutes.
Could truly change the game.
Yeah, I've definitely seen businesses doing that. And it must be fantastic to witness improved international relations too, right?
Exactly. When we observe global health measures, it's like a colossal wake-up call for many nations. Countries are now collaborating more than ever, sharing resources, information, and healthcare strategies. It's similar to rival sports teams uniting for a charity game. Collectively, they create a far greater impact than competing against each other.
Oh, I absolutely love that analogy. What about families? Are they experiencing any shifts during this time?
Yes. Families are placing a stronger emphasis on home security and discipline, spending more time together, and prioritizing health. It's as if we've all reverted to playing board games in the yard, valuing connections over constant digital distractions.
Laughs. Haha, right. That's such a throwback. What about online learning? Is that really, becoming a significant thing?
Absolutely. The surge in online learning and remote work opportunities is monumental. It's reshaping the education landscape. For better or worse, compelling educators to innovate and engage students in new ways. It's like transforming an old-fashioned classroom into a cutting-edge digital space, where every child is plugged into lessons, regardless of where they are in the world.
Wow, I hadn't thought of it that way. So do you think this leads to a more secure, global health environment eventually?
That's exactly what I'm hinting at. If we can maintain our cooperation and respect for one another, we'll steer towards a healthier world where individuals prioritize their physical and mental well-being. It's like building a massive team. Everyone plays a part to create a vibrant community, not just for ourselves, but for generations to come.
That is so powerful. Is there a way we can ensure that all these positive changes persist after this is over?
Great point. It's about sustaining the conversation, upholding ethical business practices, and nurturing a culture of respect, integrity, and discipline. If we can keep that momentum alive, the future we're aiming for isn't merely a fantasy. It's just over the horizon, waiting for us.
I really hope we can maintain that spirit. It's exciting to think about.